Episode 7. Episode 7 kicks off with Tony shouldering the blame for Armando's death. She's convinced that if she hadn't acted impulsively and had let Ramona or the FBI handle things, Armando would still be alive. Fiona tries to reason with Tony, telling her that Dante is the real culprit since he was the one who kidnapped Armando, but Tony feels like no one will believe her, and Dante will get away with it. Meanwhile, Jorge brings Armando's ashes to the room, where Nadia is overwhelmed with guilt. Jorge tries to console her, saying Armando's death was an accident during a chase with the feds. Ramona, however, is suspicious about how the feds knew about the exchange. She learns that Nadia texted the location to Tony, but when Ramona suspects Tony, Jorge defends her, insisting that Tony was also desperate to find Armando and would never harm him. He assures Ramona that whoever is responsible for Armando's death will pay with his life. Jeremy pays a visit to Tony's place, checking in on her and asking about their desert chase, but Tony stays tight-lipped. Jeremy also offers to set up some security cameras at Tony's house, which she agrees to. Later, Tony tries to attend Armando's funeral, but Jorge advises against it, warning that Ramona is pointing fingers at Tony for Armando's death. Despite the caution, Tony decides to go anyway. At the funeral, Tony has a civil chat with Nadia, but things take a turn when Nadia accuses Tony of ruining her relationship with Armando. Tony sits down with Ramona, trying to clear the air and convince her that she has nothing to do with calling the feds or Armando's death. She subtly brings up the idea that maybe Dante made a deal with the FBI to save himself. Although Ramona believes Dante is loyal, Tony's suggestion plants a seed of doubt. It's then revealed that Ramona and Dante are romantically involved. Meanwhile, Jorge starts to suspect Nadia of tipping off the feds. He catches her burning something in her office, which raises his suspicions further. Jorge then shares a heart-to-heart with Nadia, opening up about how he coped with his own wife's death. He also apologizes to Nadia for suspecting her. Tony tells Jorge about Dante getting busted for having devil's breath drugs, suggesting maybe he was behind Armando's kidnapping. Jorge takes the